Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 10 math. So we're going to start with chapter quadratic equations, and the lesson we're going to cover is solving quadratic relations and exploring the creation of perfect squares. Here is chapter 6 quadratic equations, and here is the lesson solving quadratic equations. An equation that contains at least one term whose highest degree is 2. For example, x square plus x minus 2 equals 0. That would be the quadratic equation, right? A solution, a number that can be substituted for the variable to make the equation a true statement. For example, x equals 1 is the root of x square plus x minus 2 equals 0, since you replaced the x with 1, right? And that equals 0. That means x equals 1 is the root of the equation, right? A quadratic equation is any equation that contains a polynomial in one variable whose degree is 2. For example, x squares plus x squared plus 6x plus 9 equals 0. All quadratic equations can be expressed in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 using algebraic strategies. In this form, the equation can be solved by factoring the quadratic expression, setting each factor equal to 0, and solving the resulting equations, or graphing the corresponding equation relation y equals ax squared plus bx plus c equal and determining the zeros or x-intercepts. Let's just solve the practice questions. Determine where the given value is a root of the equation. So you're given the root and you're given the equation. You just have to see if the given value is a root of the equation, right? X equals 2 and x squared plus x minus 6. Question number 4. You are given x equals 2 and the equation is x squared plus x minus 6 equals 0. Okay, let's just replace the x with 2, right? So it would be 2 square plus 2 minus 6 equals 0. 2 square is 4 and 4 plus 2 is 6 and 6 minus 6 is 0. You can see both sides of the equation is equal, right? That means x equals 2 is the root of the given equation, right? Okay, let's just do another part. X equals 3 by 2, 8x square plus 10x minus 3. And the equation is 8x square plus 10x. Just replace x by 3 by 2, right? Okay, it would be 8, 9 over 4 plus 10, 3 over 2 minus 3 equals 0. So 4 times 1 is 4, 2 is 8, 2 times 9 is 18. 2 times 5 is 10, 5 times 3 is 15. Minus 3 equals 0, right? So 18 plus 15 is 33 and 33 minus 3 is 30. You can see both sides are not equal, right? That means x equals 3 over 2 is not a root of the equation, right? Okay, let's start with question number 5. Solve each equation by factoring. Use an ek equation if necessary. Okay, you have to calculate there. You have to solve the equations by factoring, right? A part is x square plus 2x minus 15. X square plus 2x minus 15. So you have to solve by using factoring, right? So you have to find two numbers whose product is negative 15 and whose sum is 2. So which two numbers have the product 15 and sum 2? 5 times 3 is 15, and when you subtract them, 5 minus 3, that makes positive 2. So the factors are 5, and you can write as x square plus 5x minus 3x minus 15 equals 0. You can take common x, you are left with x plus 5. You can take common 3, you are left with x plus 5. So the factors are x minus 3, x minus 5, right? Just equate them with 0. X minus 3 equals 0 and x plus 5 equals 0, right? So it would be x equals 3 and it would be x equals negative 5. So these two values, x equals 3 and x equals negative 5, are the roots of the given equation, right? Okay, let's just do another one. Let's just do e. X square minus 6x equals 16. X square minus 6x equals 16. So it would be x square minus 6x minus 16 equals 0. Now you have to find two numbers whose product is negative 16 and whose sum is negative 6. 8 times 2 is 16 and negative 8 plus 2 equals negative 6. That means the factors are x square minus 8x plus 2x minus 16 equals 0. So here you have and x minus 8 plus 2 and x minus 8 equals 0. So it would be x plus 2 and x minus 8 equals 0. Just equate them with 0. So x equals negative 2 and x equals 8. So you can see x has two roots. They are x equals negative 2 and x equals 8, right? Let's just start with question number 6. Solve by factoring, verify your solution. Okay, 3x square minus 5x minus 2 equals 0. Question 6. Okay, you have to multiply the coefficient of x square and 2, right? They makes negative 6. So you have to find two factors whose product is negative 6 and whose sum is negative 5. So which two numbers have the product negative 6 and the sum negative 5? 6 times 1 is 6, right? Negative 6 and positive 1 it is. So it would be 3x square minus 6x plus 1x minus 2 equals 0. So from here you can take common 3x and you're left with 2x minus 3 3 times 2 is 6, 2x minus 2. You have 3 already outside. So x minus 2 plus 1, x minus 2 equals 0. So here you have x minus 2 and 3x plus 1 equals 0. Just equate them with 0. It would be x minus 2 equals 0 and 3x plus 1 equals 0. So x equals 2 and from here x equals negative 1 over 3. So here is the two solutions of the equation x equals negative 1 over 3 and x equals 2, right? That is x equals 2 and x equals negative 1 over 3, right? Okay, let's just start with question number 7. Simplify and then solve each equation. X times x plus 1 equals 12. Okay, let's start with question number 7. X times x plus 1 equals 12. Okay, so it would be x times x is x squared, x times 1 is x. Move 12 this side, so it would be basically this is the equation. Let's just find two numbers whose product is negative 12 and when you add them it makes positive 1, right? 4 times 3 is 12, right? Positive 4 and minus 3 it makes positive 1. It would be x square plus 4x minus 3x minus 12 equals 0. From here you can take common x, you are left with x plus 4. From here you can take minus 3 common x plus 4. So x plus 4 you can take common and you are left with x minus 3. Just equate them with 0. So x plus 4 equals 0 and x minus 3 equals 0. So it would be x equals negative 4 and x equals 3. So these are the two factors of the two roots of the given equation, right? Okay, let's just start with the next question. Question 8. Determine the roots of each equation. X square plus 4x minus 32 equals 0. X square plus 4x minus 32 equals 0. Okay, so you have to find two factors that when multiplied makes negative 32 and when added makes 4. Okay, 4 times 8 is 32. Yes, x square plus 8x minus 4x minus 32 equals 0. You can take x common, you are left with x plus 8 minus 4 common x plus 8. So it would be x minus 4 and x plus 8 equals 0, right? So x minus 4 equals 0 and x plus 8 equals 0. It would be x equals 4 and x equals negative 8. So the roots of the equation are x equals 4 and x equals negative 8. Okay. The next one is solve each equation. Round your answer to two decimal places. Question number 9. X square plus 5x minus 2 equals 0. Square plus 5x. You can solve them also by using any graphing tool, right? Also, you can use the equation. I forgot the name of the equation. Hmm, I forgot the name of this equation. Also, you can use this equation to calculate the roots of the equation, right? A is 1, B is 5, C is negative 2. Let's just calculate. B is negative 5 plus minus B square 25 minus 4A is 1, C is negative 2 divided by 2A. So it would be negative 5 plus minus 25 plus 8 over 2. So 25 plus 8 is 33. It would be negative 5 plus minus square root 33 over 2. So square root 33 is 5.7. So it would be negative 5 plus minus 5.7 over 2. So you can just add them and subtract them. It would be negative 5 plus 5.7, 0.7 over 2. The one root is x equals 0.35 and the other one is negative 10.7 divided by 2, and that equals negative 5.37, right? You can find a root because the equation I have they I don't you cannot factor the equation, right? So when you cannot factor the equation, you can use the other methods. I forgot the name of this formula. You can use this formula also to calculate the roots of the quadratic equations. I think quadratic formula it is, right? Okay. Okay, let's start with question number 11. Okay, Stecky maintains the gardens in the city parks. In the summer, the plans to build a halfway through the rose garden. The area of the walkway A is the square meters and given by A equals 160x plus 4x square, where x is the width of the walkway in meters. If the area of the walkway must be 900 meters square, determine the width, right? So you are given area equals 9 square and the equation is 160x plus 4x square. You are given the equation that is A equals 160x plus 4x square and that equals area, the value of area is 900, right? Just solve this equation. It would be 4x square plus 160x minus 900 equals 0. Divide the equation by 4, it would be x square 40x minus 225 equals 0, right? The factors of the equation is x minus 5 and x plus 45. So the roots are just equate them 0. So the solution is x equals 5 and x equals negative 45. The width of the walkway must be positive, right? So it would be x equals 5. Okay. The next one is question number 13. Determine the points of intersection of the line y equals negative 2x plus 7 and the parabola y equals 2x square plus 3x minus 5. 2x square plus 3x minus 5 and okay. Okay, so first of all, we have to determine the x coordinate of the point of intersection, right? We have to set y values of the line and the parabola equal to each other and solve for x, right? So it would be negative 2x because both of them equals y. Y equals negative 2x plus 7 and the other equation is y equals 2x square plus 3x plus 5. So they both equal to y. That means they both are equal, right? Negative 5 should be negative 2x plus 7 equals 2x square plus 3x minus 5. Just solve the equation for x, right? So it would be 2x square, 3x plus 2x, 5x and minus 12 equals 0, right? Let's just factor out the equation. Negative 12 times 2 is negative 24. You have to find two factors whose product is negative 24 and whose sum is 5. 8 times 3 is 24, right? So you can do 2x square plus 8x minus 3x minus 12 equals 0. So you have 2x common, you are left with x plus 4 minus 3 common and x plus 4. So it would be x plus 4 and 2x minus 3 equals 0, right? So when you equate them with 0, x equals 4 and x equals 3 over 2, right? These are the two factors. You have to calculate the y values now. Just put these two values in the equation, either of the equation, right? Let's just put in this one. Y equals negative 2, 4 plus 7. Negative 8 plus 7 is negative 1. Let's just put x equals 3 over 2. So negative 2, 3 over 2 plus 7 and 7 minus 3 is 4. So this is the 2x and 2y values, right? Basically, you have a point negative 1, 4 and negative 1, this one, right? And 1.5 and 4, right? Okay, let's just look at question number 15. That is it possible to solve a quadratic equation that is not factorable over the set of integers? Explain. Like if the equation is not factorable, can you solve the quadratic equation? Yes, you can solve. You can solve by using graphing technology or by using the quadratic formula like I did, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Exploring the creation of perfect squares. If x plus b whole square equals x square plus 2bx plus b square, then x plus b by 2 equals x square plus bx plus b over 2. Basically, when you are completing the square, you have to add b by 2 whole square, right? Let's just start with question number 1. Okay, determine the value of c that create a perfect square trinomial. Verify the factoring the trinomial you created. Okay, x square plus 8x plus c. Basically, you have to complete the square, right? You have to find the c. And you can find the c by adding b by 2 whole square. This is b, right? So b by 2 is 8 by 2 whole square. You have to add. It would be x square plus 8x. That is 4 square. You have to add. So it would be 4 square. And x square plus 8x plus 16. Or either you can write it like this, x plus 4 whole square, right? Let's just do another example. X square plus 40x plus c. You have to complete the square. Whenever you are completing the square, you have to add b by 2 whole square. B is 40. 40 over 2 is 20 square and 20 square is 400. So in this equation, you have to add x square plus 40x plus 400. And you know that 400 is square of 20, so you can write this equation as x plus 20 whole square, right? Okay, x square plus x plus c. So b is 1. You have to add c equals b by 2 whole square, 1 over 2 whole square. That means 1 over 4. So just add x square plus 1x plus 1 over 4. You can say this is the square of x plus 1 over 2 whole square it is. Okay. Each expression is a multiple of perfect square trinomial. Determine the value of c. Okay, so all the equations are the perfect square. You have to calculate the value of c. 3x square plus 30x plus c. So you have to add when you have the coefficient here, right? You can add c equals a times b over 2 whole square, right? You can also factor out this expression. You can take 3 common. You are left with x square plus 10x. And now you can add a is 3, b is 10 over 2. 3, 10 over 2 is 5 square. 5 square is 25 times 3 is 75. That means you have to add 75. It would be x square plus 10x plus 75, right? Okay, the other example is minus 5x square minus 10x plus c. Okay, first just take common 5. You are left with x square minus 2x. So c equals a times b by 2 whole square. B is 2 over 2, right? Negative 2 over 2 whole. So that would be a is 5. Negative 1 square is 1. That equals 5. That means c equals 5, right? Okay, the next one is 7x square plus 42x plus c. Okay, from here you can take 7 common x square plus 6x, right? You can see c equals a is 7. 6 over 2 square. 6 over 2 is 7. 3. 9 times 7 is 63. That means c is 63, right? C equals 63. Okay, we are done with the lesson. We'll do 6.3 in the next session. So, we're working on grade 10 math. We have started with the chapter quadratic equations, and the lessons we have covered are solving quadratic relations and exploring the creation of perfect squares. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the questions I skipped by yourself. So if you need more help with the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9, right? So that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.